vehicle only has 274 miles on it. It does have a little bit of damage, but a little bit of TLC would make it ready to play or work again. Let's see how it went down. See, the bidding started off at $5,700. Kentucky gets in on it first, second, and third. It's actually 3 different bidders. Ooh, and somebody in Kentucky got it.
Now, more than 14 million vehicles in the United States reached their end of their lifespan last year. Now, that's 14 million that could have added to landfills. But because of Copart and the rest of the auto recycling industry, many of those cars found a new purpose. The China Grove Copart lot is 80 acres of nearly constant motion. Thousands of vehicles sit waiting to be won while employees get them ready. And what you don't see on this lot, trees. But Brad says, don't let the lack of green fool you. This is a very green business.
Some of the vehicles are actually rebuilt and put back on the road. Some of them are parted out and used to rebuild other vehicles. Some of them are put in pull-apart yards.
And the ones that have outlived their usefulness?
Some of them finally at the very end of their life cycle will be crushed and shredded and turned back into various kinds of metal.
Brad says the key to auto recycling is the same as the key to making people recycle soda cans or plastic bottles. Make it easy.
We make it as convenient as we can for the recyclers to purchase vehicles through us.
Recycling a vehicle has become just as easy and profitable as scrapping it, and that's why this industry is booming.
That's our biggest role, is putting the vehicle with the end user.
The average car is made of more than 2,400 pounds of metal. Throwing away one car is like throwing away 72,000 cans. That's a lot of recycling and space in our landfill. And like Jamie and I have said before, live auctions are going on right now.
But there are plenty of items yet to come. The day's just started. Let's look at our On the Clock presented by DonatACar.com.
A Crunch and Munch 2008 Subaru Impreza WR Pocket Rocket is up for auction. It's got some front-end damage and a crunch in the right rear quarter panel. It goes up at noon Central Time, so get on it. This is such an awesome ride. A rally car for the street with some nice gold rims.
And at noon Mountain Time, someone is getting a new work truck when this 2002 Ford 250 Super Duty goes up for auction. Look at this, 7.3-liter V8 4x4 with only normal wear and tear. Whose company couldn't use this?
And on the left coast in Sacramento, a 1967 Austin Healey 3000, just under 73,000 miles on it. This is the final year of production for this ragtop. It has some front-end damage. However, with a little bit of garage time, you can make it just right again. This is the MK3, made 150 horsepower, and only 17,712 were made, so get on it.
Cool Austin Healey, one of the best-known British sports cars. Hopefully the new owner will get her ready fast because it's almost convertible season.
And quite true. Very good. All right, so listen, we're going to be back on Copart Sold in seconds, so stay with us. There's more going on. Don't touch that dial. Stay in that lazy boy. Come on. We're back on Copart Sold in seconds, looking at live auction from Woodhaven, Michigan.
It's a 2008 Chevrolet Impala. This one's got a little bit of damage on the nose. Starting at $3,800 in Michigan.
Hardly a scratch.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Does have the 3.5-liter V6.
You got to look at it for what it might be, not what it is right now if you want to fix it up.
Looks like Michigan might get it.
And
it's sold. Another happy member taking home a new vehicle. Keep in mind, when we are not here, the bidding doesn't stop. Copart is 24/7.
It's true here on Copart Sold in Seconds that we have seen live auctions from the East Side. However, there are great vehicles going up in different time zones.
First, let's go back to the future with this 1965 Ford Mustang that goes up for auction on April 20th. This one is for all you do-it-yourselfers out there. It's the perfect project car with Copart's run and drive verification. You have plenty of time to get it ready for the summer car shows.
And in San Bernardino, California, 2009 Suzuki GSX-R 600 in white. Yeah, that's some front-end damage, I get it. However, Suzuki is not bringing in any 2010 model GSX-Rs to the U.S., so this is the current year motorcycle. Get to the Copart lot in Colton, California, and check out the damage for yourself. This one sells Thursday at noon Pacific.
And what would a week be without winning a Ferrari. Well, tomorrow at noon Pacific time, you get your chance to win this exotic 2003 Ferrari 575 Maranello. With just over 20,000 miles, she's ready for a restore and will be back to prancing in no time.
All right, so Mustang, Maranello, GSXR all up next week. But there is so much good stuff on Copart.com. We had to look at some cool stuff coming up next week. And what would our show be without a Corvette? This Z06, it's one of a kind, like a set of Legos. It was whacked in the honker, but also stripped. Some auto recycler must have his or her eye on this red rocket. Look beyond now, what it can be, right?
All right, so Greg, here's a question for you.
Yeah.
How do you fit a full-size school bus into a 3-foot by 3-foot cube?
I don't know, but we'll find out next week on Sold in Seconds. We now leave you with another live look at our auction counter. Look at that, 2,370 sold during the course of this show today. Well, we've had a lot. So what can you say? All right. You know, for thousands of people that are learning firsthand, winning is awesome. Sold in Seconds, right, Jamie?
That's right. See you next week.
Yeah, so go on the computer and look, you know, you got some things to buy. Corvette.